I want to share just a couple of brief thoughts with you about a particular mother and the love of a mother that loves God and being a woman of faith. Her name was Jochebed. She was the mother of Moses, a woman of amazing faith in troubled times. They were down in Goshen. They were enslaved, and it would have been easy to assume to her that God was not who he claimed to be. It would have been real easy to think that he was no longer the God of the Israelites, and they were no longer the chosen people. But she had an unction in her heart. I don't know if you know what that means, but when you get an unction in your heart, nothing can move it. So she had an unction in her heart for the prophetic destiny of her son. You know, I think every mother has that. I think every mother holds an unction in her heart for the prophetic destiny of her children. Moses was a very interesting man because he was a father of all prophets, just like Abraham was the father of faith. Moses was the father of prophets, both of those who preceded him and those who succeeded him. There was no prophet like Moses. All the other prophets would be inferior to him in their communication with God. Moses, chosen by Yahweh to know him. No other prophet was ever chosen that talked face to face with God like Moses. Now I want you to keep in mind, I'm still talking about a mother's faith. A mother's faith that produced a seed in her son for destiny. I want you to keep that in mind. Nothing could cloud Moses' vision from God. Nothing could be a barrier between him and God. His imaginations, his senses, his emotions, or his intellect, there was no obstruction that could restrain Moses from God. All of his five senses, everything about his mentality was completely submerged into the heart of God. In fact, Miriam was older than Moses. Can you imagine that day when the decree came from the king's palace, kill all the firstborn? And the midwives wouldn't do it. But the mother got a vision from the Lord that this son had a prophetic destiny. And so she got some pitch and she built a little boat. Now what's so interesting about this ark that she made for Moses is that she told Miriam to watch this ark float down this water. But what's even more interesting than that is that the Nile River was a place where the Egyptians celebrated the Naipai god. So now get this, is that, listen to this. Now this is the prophetic destiny of the greatest prophet that ever lived, and her mother puts him in the mouth of the god of Egypt. And then tells the prophet, his sister, watch him. Now that's an amazing story to me. The faith of a mother. To believe God that there was nothing on this planet that would hinder the destiny of my child. Nothing. I would have never known that my grandmother believed that about me. I would have never known it. I would have never known through prison and jail and shot and stabbing and beat. I'd have never known nothing could kill me. I'd have never known it. But it was the faith of a mother who believed God. In spite of you being in the mouth floating down the river of life, in the mouth of the devil, nothing is going to stop the destiny God has. My God. Man. So mothers, keep on dreaming. Those prodigals are coming. Are you listening to me? I said they're coming. Why? Because there was a prophetic seed spoken into your life that you spoke into that child, and while that child is floating down the river of life, in the mouth of the adversary, can't nothing stop it. Can't nothing stop it. So, men, I want you to know that you're sitting next to a miracle worker. I want you to look around this room, men. Look around this room, all these miracle workers around this room. All of those who are watching by internet, all those miracle workers who sowed the seed of the miraculous into their children. I can't wait to get to heaven to tell to my grandma and my mama. Say, look, why didn't you tell me? She said, I can hear now. If I'd have told you, you wouldn't have believed it. So mothers, we want you to know this morning, we salute you. God bless you. Come on, men, give them a big hand. Happy Mother's Day. God bless you.